Welcome to the show. Lights come on, we're left tonight. Sportcat shining, feeling right. Brenda's laughing by his side, turning chaos into pride. Headlines roll, but we don't fear. We find the light and bring it here. Sportcat's Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We rise above with laughter and light. Through every storm, we find our way, smiling through the madness every day. Hey, hey, every day. Every day. Sportcat's Gazette, hit play.
Sportcat's Daily Gazette. Live across Australia on Dare Media Group radio stations. News, weather.
And somehow it all makes sense. Sort of. For more information, go to daremediagroup.com.au.
The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. You're the one, the only sport cat, often imitated, never duplicated. I am live on Dare Talk Radio, Radio X Country, Radio X Gold. We are around the world rocking here. Come over, join the live chat. We've got some great folks here. Denise is always here, as well as Chris. Welcome. Chris is dancing. Denise reminds us to please hit that like button, share out, and subscribe. Yes, while you're here, subscribe. That's always a good thing. Brenda's here too. And yeah, there's Brenda.
Did you know
No,
that when you are high and you have cottonmouth, water is so wonderful? It's almost better than an orgasm.
yeah, that reminds me.
The views, opinions, and satirical comments expressed in Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson,
That's this guy.
and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show.
Nope.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
Hell yeah.
Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner.
That's right.
Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or
Nope.
professional advice.
Nope.
Unless you want to.
Viva la Sportcat.
That's right.
Sportcat Uberales.
Make sure to reach out
Viva
to
la Sportcat.
Latino fans.
Go Sportcat. Fans everywhere love the Sportcat.
That's right.
Ladies and gentlemen, from coast to coast and around the world, you're tuned to the sport.
That's right. The Daily Gazette here, Sportcat's Daily Gazette. Me and Brenda, we're live every Monday through Friday from 2 until 4.
Ow.
Sometimes Brenda's livelier more than other times. So right now it appears she's toasted out of her gourd.
Oh. What? Me?
How the hell are you, Brenda?
Well, I went and peed in a cup at the lab today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, because they have to figure out what kind of antibiotics they're going to give me next.
Yeah, you're alien.
And then we went and paid my internet bill, so I had internet.
That's
So
a good
that was a
thing.
good thing.
Yeah.
And then we went to Whataburger, and I got a breakfast bowl,
Oh,
and I got some breakfast for Putin. He had a little bit of bacon cut up, and a little piece of biscuit, and a little piece of hash brown.
life with Brenda. Uh-huh.
My dog eats as good as I. If I won't eat it, he's not getting it.
But you eat Whataburger, so
I like Whataburger. Whataburger is good.
we need one.
But yeah, you do. You need one. Those are some big. They have the new double steakhouse burger, and
Ooh.
it's like this, or bacon. It's got two big thick patties and cheese, and then they put bacon in the center of it, and they put those crunchy onion things on it, and have this spicy barbecue sauce that goes on it.
You're gonna
But
be-
when you eat it, you squeeze it, and it pees juice out the other end, but it's messy. But messy burgers are the best burgers.
All right, then.
Yeah. Better than finding a tooth in a chicken nugget at McDonald's.
Well, it depends. You might like teeth.
Oh, no. People are out of my vocabulary. I don't eat people. I think that if I was ever stuck on a mountaintop in a plane crash with other people, they would have to eat me. My ass would starve to death because I ain't eating anybody else. I'd go find a tree to gnaw on. You know.
I need to make an entire segment for you about Brenda World. We talked about you last night on our show, by the way. You missed it.
Stop talking, but what did you talk about?
Well, CB, our second. Well, first off, we had a great show last night. If you didn't catch it, go back and find it on the Sportcat shows last night, Wednesday night. We did a great show. We had Joe. He's a East Tennessee author that writes about vampires. And then CB, he's a Midwest author that writes about monsters. And he got, he went all over the place. Got to talking about the Bible and how the earth is different in what we perceive it as. And I was like, man, you need to talk to Brenda. She is out there. So you and her would get along.
I do the research on it. I listen. It makes
he does
sense
too. So yeah,
go back in the Bible and read what it says, and not if you don't believe our actual Holy Bible because you know it's been rewritten. Get the Ethiopian Bible.
Well, I think he said the St. Joseph's Bible, but whatever.
St. Joseph's an old one, so yes.
Yeah, you need to have him on your show. He did ask me a question to answer on today's show. I'm not sure how to take his question, but his question was basically asking if like I ask, is the juice worth the squeeze? He was asking if I thought his book was worth whatever his ebook price is, like 10, 12, 14 bucks. Absolutely. I mean, ebooks are a bargain. I mean, I don't know about 12 bucks, but it would definitely be a bargain. So yeah. Oh yeah. I got plenty.
And I keep them downloaded on my thing, and I can read them at any time or go back and read them again.
Yeah. I plan on, I have to catch up. I haven't read Jen's book yet, so I need to do that. I'll probably do that next week while we're off. As a reminder to all of our fans and listeners, we will be off for the Sportcat Daily Gazette next week. I will be in East Tennessee, so I'm probably only going. Well, I'm definitely doing the Wednesday night show, so I will be doing that. So, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to have any shows. But I don't know. Me and Jason may have a political show talking about the East Tennessee politics. I don't know. We'll see. We might do that. If we do it, I'll let you know. It'll probably be like next Friday. So we'll see. Because man, they are trying hard to slander Jason. So he may need to change his name to Travis. And Chris, to answer your question, I was wondering, I never got any official complaints from Facebook, but I was wondering if it had anything to do with my views on the Union County political case, or whatever, political election for sheriff. So yeah, I know I got a couple people complain that the show was buffering.
Denise, here we go. Withdrawal time.
Denise, you have to tune in Wednesday night. We were having storms in Atlanta, and they were having storms in East Tennessee, and so I don't know. It could have just been the internet. Who knows? So yes, Denise, there'll be some withdrawal. Sage, hello, good morning, good afternoon to you. So yeah, we'll see. Next week is Play It By Ear. In case you don't, I guess I should tell everybody, I'm going to be in East Tennessee. The grandkids from Vermont are going to be there, and of course, I'm driving my kids up there, my grandkids up there, my grandson up there. I'll have all three of my kids together and all of my grandkids together with mom, and I think
Ginger.
she's trying. I had to put a new lock on the door. She's mad right now. She is mad at me right now. She is.
Let her in. Get up off of your butt and go.
No, if I let her in, she won't want to stay in, and the cat will come in, and it'll just be like a new zoo.
My house.
And then the grandkid will come in, and it's like, good Lord, we won't have.
No, well, yeah, he can't come in because he can't be on camera. So
yeah, they don't want him on camera, even though he is desperately wanting to be on camera.
Well, after the show, a lot of times he'll come in and sit there and put your headset on and talk to me.
Yeah.
Hi.
He always asks, "Who is that crazy lady?" I'm like, I have no clue. So
it's me, crazy lady.
It's crazy Aunt Brenda.
Everybody has that crazy lady that lives down the street from them, and I am it.
Thank God you're in Texas. So I just finished up my show on the Thin Line Rock Station. If anybody's tuned in here, if not, after you get done here, go over and check out www.thethinlinerockstation.com. They are doing a 24-hour marathon to raise some monies for a good cause. So go over there. They're not going to beg or solicit for money, but they're going to play some tunes and all the boss jocks. I didn't sign up for a slot. We're going to come on for a few minutes, but I didn't sign up for a slot because I didn't know what state I was going to be in, what I was going to be doing. So I'm going to send out a message if they need somebody in emergency. Oh, come on. I can make some spare time. But,
I don't actually watch the news or nothing like that. So I need
should.
somebody to tell me if we had, or if there was a earthquake between last night and this morning.
Was there an earthquake between
while
last
I was
week
laying down? Yeah. Just what woke me up. I got such a deep ring in my ears that it vibrated my head and it hurt. So I don't know if we had an earthquake anywhere.
Well, let's see here. Hold on. I'll just pull this up. You know me. I've always got something here.
Yeah.
Let's see. There was 22 hours ago in Pearsall, Texas, wherever the hell that is. There was one south of San Antonio. It was a little cluster. Then 1 hour ago in Pearsall. So they've had little clusters in Pearsall. There's another one 10 hours ago. So yeah, it looks like in Texas, maybe your earthquake.
My sonar.
So I'm not sure where you are, but that is south. What would that be? Southwest of San Antonio. So
yeah, I'm about 3 hours from San Antonio. So yeah,
and then 15 hours ago over in, I don't know where the hell this is, Coinosa, Texas. It looks to be due west of San Angelo, southwest of Midland, and then there was another. So yeah, Texas has had a little storm in the past 24 hours.
No wonder why my ears were going crazy and woke me up. And my brain was going.
Hold on, 23 hours ago. So there you go. Brenda's earthquake
ears were going off.
So, what did Chris say here? Hold on, let me get over here. Chris said I had asked you to play a little river band because of a weird experience. Can't explain. It happened with the same song the week you were off before. I need to tell you about it. Okay, and well, I don't know if I'm going to be on the air next week at the Thin Line Rock Station, but I'll get it on the following week for you, Chris. And maybe you can go to speakpipe.com and do a little brief story, and I'll play it then the song. There you go. So, all right. So yeah, Brenda's earthquake detector is apparently it's still effective.
It has been. I tell you, and I think that it's just like that because I grew up in California with them all the time. It would get to the point where we would feel them shaking and wake up out of bed and just look around. I'd make sure there's nothing over my head that's going to follow me, and I'd go right back to bed. I didn't have to take care.
In Missouri 13 hours ago. So
I paid more attention to it after I had my daughter, because I always wanted to make sure that, she wasn't under a window that might break or anything's going to fall on her. So I would have to grab her and make sure, But when it was just me, if it wasn't bouncing, there's a difference. You get your rollers, which aren't so bad. But
You're
the
gonna have
ones that
pretty bad
bounce,
storms too coming up, by the way.
yeah, them damn ones that bounce. No, your cupboards fall off the wall, your shit falls down, the windows break. Those ones you got to run for.
I see.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
storms, rain,
yeah,
bullshit.
it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, the storms are coming for you, and they're coming to take you away.
It's because I mentioned I wanted to go clean up out back and start planting my vegetables and stuff. Now
Oh, I
it's
did.
gonna rain.
Thank you to Denise. I did get Mrs. Sportcat to order the black jalapenos. So she's like, "Why do you want these?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I just do."
I told you the other day, you can order anything off of Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't give
Yeah.
a crap what it is.
Yeah, you
I've
can.
ordered some strange shit off of Amazon that you can't even find in a store.
I don't even want to know.
No, not like that.
Oh, I don't know. You got your little pink toy over there that Warren seems infatuated with. Where is Warren, by the way? So
I don't know. He's upset because I wouldn't slowly shake my pink thermos.
we need Warren and Wendell to come back every now and then and mix it in. Well, Wendell
Oh my
had
God.
so I don't know if he's
Wendell
gonna-
had what?
a health scare. So I think he's
Oh.
back home. Well, no, I know he's back home, and I think he's okay. So I don't know. I need to follow up. I am so horrible with keeping up with people. You are about it. Aside for immediate family, you and probably KG are about it. And of course, hell, I ain't talked to KG in 2 weeks now. So, and my friend in Tennessee. So,
Do you have like Chris and KG on your 360 and follow them around?
no, I do not. I only have the original cat. Well, not the entire cast, but the Misfits, and then of course from the other show I have Harley, and then I got all my family, and I think that's it. I don't know.
I know yesterday I was was it yesterday, I think? And my notification went off and I looked down at it and I see you driving, leaving Sportcat base. Where the fuck is he going?
I went to vote the other day, so.
Oh, that's right.
Went to vote. Well, good. Thank you, Denise. Maybe I should make Denise my secretary, so because I forget so much stuff. Yeah. I don't have an update on Union County politics. They still hate me. I know that. But I don't have an update. Jen and her Prius. We learn something new about Jen every Wednesday night. So last night we learned that she shot arrows and that she's an empath. She shot a crossbow. Or no, did she shoot a crossbow? I don't know. She's a paintball gunner and a karate major.
I love crossbows, man.
Karate
Those things are awesome.
Yeah, karate expert in airsoft. That's it. So she'll hop out of her Prius and go hiya and beat your ass and then shoot you with a paintball. Yeah. So we learned something new about Jen every Wednesday
Them
night.
damn paintballs hurt, man. I got hit in the freaking head with one. Lord have mercy, I had a goose egg on the side of my head. I'm like, you're not supposed to hit above the belt there, or in between the belt.
I'm going to encourage Jen and Joe from last night's show to write a redneck vampire story. And
Lord.
so, and I'm going to ask if I can write the chapter on football because we need some vampires in the SEC. So
it'll start off with "Hello, Merca."
Yes, Jen doesn't realize that her life would be a sitcom. I love it when her and Harley are both on there because Jen just portrays basically the little domesticated housewife, and you'll say something and she'll just look at you and go, "What?" And Harley's like rolling her eyes and like, "You actually went there." So
I would just laugh at her. She does. She just seems so wholesome. I feel so bad talking around her because I feel like I'm going to corrupt her.
I've tried. Trust me, I've tried. Vegetarian vampires. That's right. They're going to write vegetarian vampires. So
vegetarian vampires.
Yeah, that's right. Chris said they would be addicted to V8. So, and Jen had never heard of Dollywood.
Yeah, I did see that. When she said that at first, I had to take a second look and be like, wait, did she say Dollywood? She doesn't know what Dollywood is? Oh my God.
Well,
She's so sheltered.
Joe last night on my show, he could probably double for the most interesting man in the world. He's been run over by cars, struck by lightning. I mean, the guy's done like every damn
I
thing.
think he's related to me, honestly.
be.
I was
And,
listening to some of his stuff and I'm like, dude, you might be family kin to my dad.
He's like a ninja master, and he was Dolly Parton's chauffeur. I'm like,
Poor guy.
So yeah, he's a great guy. So
Well, if she sat behind him, he had one hell of a headrest. That's for sure.
it's not always me that makes these comments. I want the audience to remember that. So well, if you're just joining us, it's 2:21 on the East Coast, LA 11:21. The wildfires out there are just going crazy. They say, I saw a message from their EMA that they posted that went out that says they weren't prepared. Now I could see that being from like Georgia. We're not used to fires, and Tennessee, but you have a fire season, and they weren't prepared this year.
They weren't prepared this year. They weren't prepared anytime they have a fire. They're not prepared. I know firemen that are out there that I went to school with.
Your sweat stains, Chris.
Never. What?
Oh, and I don't know if anybody noticed our background today. We're going to talk about that in the news today. Let's see, I can pull it up here. Well, if I can at this screen, I'll get out of my way. In case those of you that don't know, Cuba is currently practicing war games, and well, they're trying to target the U.S., believe this or not. And so they have we've got leaked documents. I translated this in this isn't the one I translated. Where is the one I translated?
Cuba, stand down.
Yeah, where's the one I translated? Yeah, well, I'll show it to you in a second. But so the big radius is the things that they can hit with their drones, and they're now in the Gulf of America practicing war games against the Nimitz. Good luck with that. So I did a translation on Gemini from the Russian and Iran leaked document, and they have number 1 Corpus Christi, Baytown, Texas, Galveston, Beaumont, Sweeney Phillips, Port Arthur, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, Garyville. Those are the first targets they plan on targeting, and then they're gonna start with all these other little dots. And notice Atlanta's in there.
They might want to be careful. Texas has more military bases.
So yeah, they can strike all the way with these drones. See, a lot of people make fun of Trump and says, he's crazy about a lot of things, but this is an actual war plan that Russia, Iran, and Cuba have, and they have the drones ready to do it. This is why we need to keep our power in the Gulf of America to prevent this exact thing. Because I mean, this can go all the way to Indianapolis, Columbus, Ohio, Pittsburgh, to White House. New York is just out of range, but this is the entire range, and they are targeting. These are all targets for them.
This morning when we were driving around,
I agree with Sage. Yes,
we didn't have but we didn't have a whole lot of traffic, and usually that time of the morning, our military's scrambling to get back on post. I wonder if they're all out playing, because we didn't hear them last night. They weren't out in the field either.
These were all targets. So
they're gonna have their ass met with something.
Yeah, they want to take out
stand down, Cuba. Stand
down. Oil industry first, and then they're going to attack our tech next.
Okay, so, yeah, they're not going to.
Well, the only thing that scares me is how much technology has Cuba got. So that's we game plan for everybody, but
can I let you in on a secret? Can I let you in on a secret? Out
Well,
here
you
in
can see the whole world.
Texas,
So,
wait. Out here in Texas,
Uh-huh.
our rednecks shoot down drones. We don't care.
Well,
If they're flying over our property, we actually have the right to shoot them down.
it looks like they may get some practice in. So
Yeah. I gotta go buy ammo. I gotta go buy ammo when we're done with the show.
if you're anywhere within this little radius here,
Yeah,
from the East Coast all the way down to the Gulf of America and the border, you have a target on your back from Cuba.
Woohoo!
Chris
Gotta
says,
go buy more ammo.
Chris says, I find it racist. They selected Whiteman Air Force Base. Sorry. So yeah, we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, and we'll get into some stuff. But yeah, we're working our way to a full moon. If you went out at about 31% last night, we're gonna get to the blue moon. I don't normally put news in here, but I thought this was kind of cool.
I was gonna say it already starting to look blue, but yeah, look at that.
Yeah, well,
Ooh.
the blue moon in 2026 will be the first 2 full moons. One May 1st we had, and the second on the 31st. So that makes it a blue moon because they only occur every 4 years? What is it, every 2 years? Anyhow, they're rare. They're every blue moon. So we see 12 full moons a year, but then once every 5 years, I don't remember what the hell this tells me.
I gotta tell you,
get another one. So
until we started doing this show, I never paid much attention to the moon.
Okay, well, there you go. So yeah, we will get the blue moon. So at the end of the month, 31st, go check out the blue moon if you get a chance. Go outside. It's also called the flower moon because it's also time to start planting, and hopefully all that snow will go away.
Oh, I have a message for Trump.
Oh,
Okay, here's
from
the
Trump
deal
or for Trump?
for him. So listen up. Listen
Oh,
Listen
okay.
up, hairdo man.
All right,
Normally, everything I bought at the grocery store yesterday usually only cost me about $300.
Uh-oh.
I went to the grocery store yesterday and spent $500.
Wow, this is Brenda Economics here.
Uncle Donald J. Trump, you owe me $250 to reimburse my groceries. I'll be expecting that being put in my bank account at any moment now.
You keep waiting on that, Brenda. It'll be right there, along with that check that he was gonna give us. What was it? We were all gonna get $2,000 each in some big plan he had. Oh, that kind of went away too.
When I walk out of the grocery store, I'm sorry, when I wheel my ass out of the grocery store and my butt is puckered and it lifts me 3 inches out of my seat, I have spent way too much damn money at the grocery store.
Ramen noodles, Brenda. Ramen noodles.
I can't eat those. I'm not allowed to eat those.
Yeah,
damn, I didn't even get
we need the new ballroom. So there you go. We need the new ballroom.
Well,
we got a story about that too.
I hope the ballroom sells tacos because I'll be going there to eat.
No, it's going to be a military base. They've just leaked out. So. During the 1990s, half of all CDs produced worldwide had the AOL logo on them with a marketing campaign that cost $300 million. Do you remember that? I mean, they were like being left on your doorstep. They come in the mail. I mean, you got an AOL CD like every other damn day. Do you remember that?
Yep, I remember.
Oh my God. I was like, what are we going to do with these damn things? So yeah, wonder how much pollution that caused.
And the noise that our computers used to make when we used to start them up.
These kids today just don't know what they're missing. When you had to wait 20 minutes for a picture of breasticles. So one picture of boobs, 20 minutes and like $100 in data.
But at least back then when you were looking at boobs, they weren't knocking on your door because you were, surfing porn sites.
Well, speak for yourself.
Well, then you must have been
the day
out
is
of Playboy.
Penthouse. So
okay.
Lacuna is the word of the day. Do you know what that means, Brenda?
Lacuna Matata. Oh no, I do not.
It's a formal word that refers to a gap or a blank space. So
Like
we could say that
between your teeth
like a
and
small
stuff?
like a small cavity, a pit, something
Oh.
like that. So the absence of hemlock pollen from one stretch of the fossil record is a notable lacuna that suggests the tree may have suffered some type of blight that nearly wiped out the species. There you go.
So if somebody comes up to me and they're talking to me and they're spitting at me through the gap in their teeth, I can say it's a Luna. You have a Luna. You have an Aluna Matata.
Oh yes, goodbye. Yes, he would always say goodbye.
Oh yeah, those dial-up things.
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
kids today, they don't know what they missed. So
Yeah, none of them ever got to talk on a phone that was on the wall, stretching out the long cord and wrapping it around their neck before they hang up.
Oh my God. Yeah. Paige had a boyfriend that turned out to be a girlfriend. And that phone cord would go from the kitchen all the way down the hall into her room. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I had to finally install one in her room. I'm like, God almighty. All right. So what are we doing? Trivia, Hangman? What are we doing today? Just some fun stuff, or what do you want to do? You tell me. You're high as a kite. You in
Let's
the chat.
do some Hangman.
All right. Well, what topic would you like for the Hangman?
Chat, you want to do some Hangman?
Well, it's up to you in the chat.
Let's find a topic. What topic?
Taking the phone into the bathroom. Yeah, that phone cord at stretch forever.
Yeah.
Well, I was lucky. My phone was one of the like desktop phones, and the connection was in the room opposite me, and I had the hole upstairs, so I could just take the main cord and I set it at the base of the door, and then I had a long cord. So and did anybody else play? We did this to pick up chicks. You would dial your own phone number, and when it would ring busy, in between the busy signal, you could talk. And in my community, we used it to tell girls where to meet us. Or the girls would tell us where to meet them. Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. I barely remember having to wait for it. How long it took to dial to come back after 9 and 0. Yeah, that he's talking about the little when you did push the yeah, when you didn't do the push buttons, you did the dialing. Yeah, 9 and 0 or forever. So
Denise used to work for the New York telephone company.
Oh, she was an operator, maybe. I don't know. So we're gonna do Hangman. What's our subject? We're gonna do animals, arts, culture, books, language, life, geography, history, holidays. No, I'm not doing Christmas. People, pop culture, anime, nah. Comic books, nah, probably not. Movies, maybe. Music, television, video games, science, sports.
Can I be honest with you?
No.
You lost me after animals.
Oh, what do you want to do? Well, how about this? You tell me a topic and I'll find something. How about that?
Toenails connected to your nose bone. TV, Chris. Chris says TV.
TV? All right, I can do TV. Let's find TV. Find TV. Of course, you know there's going to be a subcategory. So what is the subcategory of TV that you want?
Well, let's find out when you get there.
My Little Pony, Stranger Things, Looney Tunes, Winnie the Pooh, Peppa Pig, I don't even know who the hell that is, Friends, American Idol, Dora the Explorer, Gossip, Foster Home, Camp Rock, Hannah Montana, Fairly Odd Parents, Battlestar Galactica, Project Runway, SpongeBob, the Naked Brothers Band, what the hell is that?
I have no idea.
Musical, Cake, and Sesame Street characters.
Oh my God.
I have given Brenda too many choices, so
I know Stranger Things.
Stranger Things? Does it all right? So does the
anybody else watch Stranger Things. Have anybody else
I
seen
think I
it?
made it through like the first 2-3 seasons. I don't know. I made it through the first
Oh, dude. I waited for months for them to come out with the final season on Netflix. I had to watch it.
What do they do? 5 seasons?
Yeah, I spent a whole weekend watching.
All right, so you said Stranger Things. Let me find it here. No, didn't I say Stranger Things?
Yes, you
Stranger
did.
Things characters. All right, here we go. It's verified.
There we go.
Stranger Things characters. All right, it's 2 words, and the first one is 4 letters, and the last one is 6 letters. Stranger Thing character. What would you like?
Well, let's get some vowels out of the way, so we'll go with the A.
A. There are 3 A's. Blank A, blank blank, first word, and then second word, blank blank A, blank A, blank. Sound like I'm studying Morse code.
I know. Stop doing that. You confused me.
All right. So the first one has 1 A. The second word has 2 A's. What's your next letter?
Let's do an E.
E. All right.
Echo. Yeah.
There are no E's. We now have a head hanging.
Oh my God! It's a hanging head.
That's right. For the record, it's white, so nobody at me.
Oh my God!
That's a story in the news right now. So about a Florida.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Letter. Anybody in the chat got a clue? The chat is silent.
How about an N?
N as in Nancy?
Yep.
All right. There is no N as in Nancy.
Oh my God, but we
First word has 1 A, second one has 2 A's. There is no E, there is no N.
Chris is an R. So
I think you're going to be good at this. So there is 1 R in the second word. Blank R-A blank A blank. So there is 1 R, 2 A's. 1 A in the first word, 2 A's, and an R in the second. Got me. I don't remember enough about the show to know characters' names. So Chris says, is there an S as in Sam? All right. There is 1 S. So it's second word, blank R-A-S-A blank. And the first word is blank A blank blank. There you go. So what is it? You and Chris need to figure it out. I'm going to say Chris and Denise both said an S. So they're on to something here. I am not, apparently.
I probably know this, and it's just not clicking. I'm too high to play Hangman.
Hi, Brenda. So
let's just hang me.
Well, we've got the head in the body, so we're working that way. So, any other guesses on letters?
Does the first letter start with an A? Is that what she said?
No, it's blank A blank blank. So it's something before the A and then 2 blanks in the first word.
And the second one is what?
It's blank R-A-S-A blank. C, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Don't take my advice. I'll hang you real quick. So
what about a
yes?
What about a T?
As in Tom. T as in Tom.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there a T? No, there is no T. So there is no E, no N, no T. We now have a head, a body, and 1 arm. 1 appendage.
Well, we can't have that.
No, we can't just leave him hanging around.
Let's try a D.
D as in dog?
Yeah.
There is 1 D. It is the last letter in the first word. It's blank R-A-S-A-D. So there's no E, there's no N, there's no T. First word, 4 letters with 1 A, second character. And the blank one is 6 letters, and we've got all but the first letter of it. It's RASAD.
I'm trying to think. Now, this is their character names, not their real names, right?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I don't think I even got a hint on this. So yeah, it just says characters. So I'm assuming it is the name. So
okay.
The chat is silent. This is all on you, Brenda. No stress. We're so far ahead, a body and an arm. Okay. Well, Chris, Sage, and Denise may have figured it out.
Oh.
So let's see if there is a K. There is a K. All right. And if there is an I, there is 1 I. Let's see if there's an L. There is 1 L. First word, Kylie. And the last one, let's see if there's a P. And there is. Kali Prasad is the answer. So good job to Sage, Chris. They solved this. So good deal. Good deal.
Is that a real name under this?
I don't want to
I
show.
don't remember. Shut up. I'm asking the chat. I don't remember Kaylee.
I don't know. Hold on a minute. Go to Wikipedia. Callie, also known as 8, was a reoccurring character in the second.
Okay, that's right.
So there you go. So
okay.
All right. You want to do another trivia, or are we gonna? How are we on time? How are we on time? Why does my timer keep disappearing?
No, we're 41 minutes in.
Yeah, you want to do another trivia? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we.
You want to do another trivia?
Sure.
Chris says Brenda doesn't know what planet she's on right now.
You know what? Can you find me, Chris? Come find me.
Yeah,
let's play hide and go seeky. Go seeky, Brenda.
Oh, be careful! Don't play with Brenda. Don't play with Brenda. Let's see. It's a character. Pretty sure it was a test subject. Okay. Let's go to. We'll just go miscellaneous. And then how about games? There we go. That seems like a good one.
Games.
Oh, we did facts about dice. No, we've done some of these. So let's see. General, what do we got here? Cartoon characters and creators. Definitions and effects. Okay. Are people with the same name? Ooh. Which famous people with the same names are described here? Ready? We're going to do this quiz. There's no timer, I don't think. Yeah, no timer. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Let me make the screen bigger. And this is multiple guess. Okay. Which famous 2 persons with the same name are described here? An Irish revolutionary leader, soldier, and politician, and an American astronaut, member of the Apollo 11 crew. The answers, or possible answers, are Michael Collins, Pete Conrad, Alan Shepard, and Jim Lovell. I only recognize one name as a. Chris. Well, remind me tomorrow, Chris. We'll do Monopoly tomorrow.
Michael Collins.
I don't know. The only one astronaut name I recognize there is Alan Shepard, or maybe Jim Lovell too.
Is there another Alan Shepard? You know what? I bet there is.
There could always seems like a generic name. You want to try it and see if that's it?
Okay, we're probably wrong, but go.
No, it was.
I was right.
Oh my God. Hi, Brenda. Always go with the hi, Brenda. So there you go. Number 2 out of 10. American astronaut. Chris says Lowell is an astronaut. He was Tom Hanks' character. American actress Dawson Creek, Brokeback Mountain, My Week with Maryland, an American singer, previously a member of Destiny's Child. So it's an American actress. She played Dawson's Creek in Brokeback Wedding, My Week with Maryland, and an American singer previously with Destiny's Child? Katie Holmes, Kelly Rowland, Farrah Franklin, and Michelle Williams. So which two persons?
Kelly
Same name.
Rowland.
All right. See if the chat has anything to say.
I think. Let's see what the chat
Chris
says.
says Kelly as well. So there we go.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. That is wrong. It's Michelle Williams.
God.
Oh man, we're not even batting 500 here.
Chris,
Which
did
famous
you get
two
into my stash?
Which famous two persons here with the same name are described? An American actor is Wall Street, Traffic, Falling Down, and the real name of another American actor from Batman Returns and Jackie Brown. Is it Michael Douglas, Danny DeVito, Charlie Sheen, or Michael Caine? I don't think there's two Sheens or DeVitos, so that leaves it down to Michael Douglas and Michael Caine in my guesstimation, but don't trust me at this point because, well, we're 0 points in. And
let's see, Danny DeVito was in one of the Batmans.
Yes, he was in Batman. I don't know if he was in any other movie, but we're looking for the same person. I'm sorry, the same name of two people.
Michael Douglas, maybe?
Maybe. Douglas was in Wall Street, correct.
Or is it Michael Caine?
I don't know.
You know what? I will. Denise says Michael. I agree.
Okay, it's a Michael. So now we just need to know. Douglas?
Okay, well, I'll just guess and say Michael Caine.
Okay, you're gonna go with a guess here and see if.
Sure.
Oh no!
I should have stuck with my first instinct. Why do you make me do that?
It's just a bad habit I have, Brenda. All right, which famous two persons with the same name are described here? An American actor from Star Wars, Blade Runner, and American silent film actor with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Michael Douglas, Gene Hackman, Tom Cruise, or Harrison Ford. So we're looking for the famous name for the two people. Oh, Chris is already out there. So is Denise. They say Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I was thinking Harrison Ford because out of all those, he was the only one that wasn't in or was in Star Wars.
We got one right. All right. A Grammy-winning American singer-songwriter from Fire and Rain, Handyman, and the former lead singer with the band Kool and the Gang. I loved them. Neil Young, Paul Simon, James Taylor, Tom Waits. I don't think Neil Young or Paul Simon was a former lead singer.
James Taylor.
You sure? James Taylor. Wasn't he the guy that did the or is that somebody else? I don't know.
He would have fit in with Kool and the Gang.
Well, maybe. I don't know. That was a different genre.
Oh no, I might have to stat of this one. You guys, what do you guys think in the chat? What do you think?
I'm leaning towards Tom Waits, but I'm not sure.
Tom Waits.
American singer-songwriter from Fire, Rain, and Handyman, and a former lead singer with the band Kool and the Gang.
Well, I know it wasn't Neil Young, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Neil Young and Paul Simon.
I know it wasn't Paul Simon. Mm-hmm. They're both out.
Yeah, so Denise, Chris, and I say Tom Waits. You agree?
All right.
And we're wrong. It's James Taylor.
And I was right again.
We need to listen to the high woman. All right, here we go. Father and manager of the Jacksons, no relation, an English musician. Is she really going out with him and stepping out? So father and manager of the Jacksons and an English musician singing, is she really going out with him and stepping out? Jesse Jackson, Chad Jackson, Joe Jackson, Freddie Jackson. Well,
he was Joe, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's Joe because Jesse was a politician. I don't have a clue what Freddie is.
And Denise and Chris say Joe Jackson too.
That's right. Everything has gone radio silent.
We could all be right.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to tell me if you got any updates there. Let me know. So who did we say? Joe Jackson? Is that what we said?
Yes.
And we were correct. All right.
Woohoo! Party balloons.
One of the greatest film composers, born in 1932, and Grammy-winning classical guitarist, born in Australia in 1941. James Horner, Elmer Bernstein, John Williams, or Howard Shore. I have no clue.
Is it Howard Shore?
A Grammy-winning classical guitarist born in Australia in 1941 and one of the greatest film composers born in 1932. Is it James Horner, Elmer Bernstein, John Williams, or Howard Shore?
Denise says John, so John Williams.
Let's try John Williams. And John Williams is correct.
Good job, Denise.
All right. A U.S. Navy Commodore who opened Japan for trade with the West and a Friends actor from 94 to 04. Is it Jason Alexander, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, or David Schweimer? So two persons with the same name, Navy Commodore and a Friends actor. Jason Alexander, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry, and David Schweimer.
I think it's Matthew Perry because Schweimer is not really a popular name, is it?
I don't know.
I would think Matthew Perry would be it.
All right, let's see if anybody in the chat agrees. Chris is usually on his Friends trivia, so Chris says David Schweimer.
Really? Do you think that somebody else could share that name?
Matthew Perry.
Well,
so Brenda, you got to break the tie between Chris and Denise.
Let's do Matthew Perry.
Oh man! All right, I have a bad feeling about this. No, Matthew Perry is correct. Chris was actually wrong. Wow.
Oh no.
Chris, I'm sorry. An American boxer born in 1942 and Viceroy of Egypt, regarded as the founder of modern Egypt from 1769 to 1849. Michael Collins, Rocky Marciano. Oh, okay. Jake Mata and Muhammad Ali. Well then, there's only one boxer I know there, so I'm gonna go Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's my guess. So it may be racist, but nope, I got it right. Muhammad Ali. So there you go. No, that was racist. William Shakespeare's wife and an American actress who played in The Devil Wears Prada, Rachel Getting Married and Les Miserables. There's a lot of miserables. Anne Hathaway, Deborah Winger, Emily Blunt, and Kate Winslet.
Anne Hathaway, I think.
Okay, anybody else? William Shakespeare's wife and an American actress from The Devil Wears Prada, Rachel's Getting Married and Less Miserable. Denise and Chris both say Anne Hathaway, and let's see how we're doing here. And we are correct. So I think we got a D, marginal. So
that is unacceptable.
We have Friday. There's always Friday. Remember, tomorrow we have to do Monopoly for Chris. So remind me of that. So
I'll tell you what my PT teacher told me back then. At least it's a passing.
Chris said he had a Shakespeare course in college. I had a music course. I didn't have a Shakespeare course. All right, this day in trivia. Well, the first one is give 2 ways to spell enemy using only 3 letters. 2 ways to spell enemy, each using only 3 letters. We've broke Brenda.
Dog and man.
Well, I mean, I get. Well, no, a dog's not really an enemy.
It can be if you mess with its man.
Well, thank you, CB. And I answered your question earlier. And we talk about all kinds of stupid stuff. So, all right. So, give 2 ways to spell enemy, each using only 3 letters. And it's going to be something stupid. I know it is.
Of course it is. Of course
All right.
it is. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Chris says foe is 1. Okay.
Okay.
That's interesting.
All right. So, any other guesses? CB, you're good up on history. 2 ways to spell enemy, each using only 3 letters. Chris says 1 is foe. I can't. I don't have a clue. Yeah, well, let's just go in. Maybe Chris is half right. NME.
NME.
NME. Info. So Chris was half right. So there you go.
NME.
NME. Yeah. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. It's an ancient Chinese proverb.
I thought it was going to say, don't ever get married.
No. You've done that like 10 times.
I have not.
What happened on this day, October? What? Why are we in October? Hold on a minute. October 15th. What the hell button did I hit? All right, hold on. Let's start over. Place 20 penguins. I don't know how the hell I did that. Place 20 penguins in 3 cages so that each cage has an odd number of penguins in it. 20 penguins into 3 cages so that each cage has an odd number of penguins in it without cutting up any penguins. Place 20 penguins in 3 cages so that each cage has an odd number.
And I'm waiting for the rest of it.
That's it.
What do you get?
20 penguins into 3 cages. Each cage has an odd number without cutting up any penguins.
You know, that guy's drugs are better than mine. That's what I'm going to say.
Place 1 in the first cage, 1 in the second cage, and 18 in the last cage, because 18 is certainly an odd number of penguins to place in 1 cage. Yes, CB, I was talking about your book earlier. Yes, to answer your question. The sadness will last forever, according to Vincent van Gogh. That was his last words. The sadness will last forever.
Oh.
All right, this day, May 21st, 1992, gorillas were in the crossfire. Murthy, the Rwanda mountain gorilla who started the movie Gorillas in the Mist, is shot and killed by government patrol during the war between Rwanda government and the Rwanda Patriotic Front. It appeared Murthy was sleeping when awakened by the patrol and sounded the alarm for the other gorillas. The blood-curdling screams frightened the soldiers, who panicked and began firing. She was the only gorilla killed in the group. Oh, poor thing. The first woman to graduate from the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, 1980. Ensign Jean Marie Butler and 13 other women graduate from the U.S. Coast Guard Academy this day in 1980. 1944, a top secret Pearl Harbor disaster. While everyone is familiar with the Pearl Harbor attack by the Japanese in 1941, few have heard about the Pearl Harbor disaster in 1944. That's because it was classified until 1960. On May 21st, 1944, an explosion aboard the USS LST-353 while it was moored at Pearl Harbor Naval Base set off a chain of explosions, causing the ship to sink and spread fire to the surrounding ship. In all, 6 LST sank and 163 men were killed. It is believed the incident was caused by a mortar round during an explosion in unloading operations. So they were unloading it and it exploded, and they decided that gonna be
I think they classify those things, and they stay classified for so many years because it gives them some time to come up with the biggest lie for the whole thing.
Well, CB turned me on to a little secret last night, and I didn't realize this. I haven't had time to research it yet, but he says the Secret Service does more than we know, that they're in charge of a lot of top secret things and covert activities.
Yep. And I really think that they should be in charge of all of the stuff that the CIA handles too, because the CIA is a bunch of fuck ups. That's right. I said it right here. Me. CIA is a bunch of fuck ups. And I think the Secret Service should take over everything that they're doing.
All right. Well, there you go. CB's washing his genitalia. He'll tell us later. The first solo transatlantic flight by Charles Lindbergh, May 21st, 1927. I thought that was yesterday. Michelangelo's Pieta attacked the statue of the Virgin Mary holding the Jesus in her lap is attacked by a man with a hammer screaming, "I am Jesus Christ. I have risen from the dead." He smashed her face and broke off her left arm. Okay. Below the elbow. Pieces were taken by onlookers, including her nose, which was never recovered. It was reconstructed from a block cut out of her back. Interesting.
Oh.
Not know
that. What's the matter with your nose? My butt itches.
Plucked alive. A tornado passing over a chicken coop in Linslade, England, causes a sudden drop in pressure so severe it plucks the feathers off the chickens. All the chickens.
Oh my God.
This day in 1950. Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say if they were 12-foot chickens, that would have never happened. So.
I'm going to bet that one of the good thing about them 12-foot chickens is they can make a whole hell of a lot of coats out of that thing with feathers. I mean, could you imagine?
This day in 1945, German Nazi leader Heinrich Himmler is captured by the British. He committed suicide 2 days later by biting down on a cyanide capsule. He was Hitler's second in command and organizer that led the SS, headed the Gestapo, and was the German interior minister. I bet he knew about UFOs. This day in 1881, the American Red Cross is founded by Clara Burton being the president.
Methodist Church knew about UFOs.
Probably. Methodist Church, Charles Wesley experiences his evangelical conversion. He and his brother John Wesley founded the Methodist Church. All right. Birthdays today: Jeffrey Dahmer, American serial killer. I don't know why I need to know that. 1960 was his birthday. The fastest man in the world. 1878. American aviation and motorcycle pioneer. He won the Scientific American Prize for an airplane flight of 1 kilometer in 1908. He opened the first U.S. flying school in 1909, invented the flying boat in 1912. 1906, he set an unofficial world record of 136.6 miles per hour on a 40 horsepower V8 powered motorcycle of his own design and construction in Ormond Beach, Florida, making him the fastest man in the world, a title he held until 1911. Well, I've been at least 120.
Chris, you're right. But see, here's the difference in those two agencies. Secret Service, they keep secrets. Central Intelligence agencies, they don't hire very intelligent people. So, they both may have their qualms, but it's not as bad. Secret Service is not as bad as the CIA.
Judge Reinhold, born in 1957. Hello. He was an actor from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Beverly Hills Cops 2, in Ruthless People. Mr. T. Do you remember Mr. T? Born
Mr.
this day in
T.
1952. He's still alive.
I
American
know.
wrestler, actor, bodyguard. Pity the Fool. He was America's toughest bouncer, and he was Hulk Hogan's tag team partner. I remember that in WrestleMania.
He does a podcast somewhere. I ran across him once.
Okay.
Maybe he was just on it as a guest. I don't know, but I seen him on one. I didn't feel like listening to it, so I just kept moving along. But yeah, I seen him. He's still around.
He's getting some love from Mrs. Reagan in the photo there.
Oh, good God.
Leo Sayer, British singer. Show Must Go On. You Make Me Feel Like Dancing. And When I Need You from 1976. He was pretty cool. Born 1948. Richard Hatch. He's an actor from Battlestar Galactica. Okay, I remember him. Ronald Isley. He was a Grammy-winning singer with the Isley Brothers. Twist and Shout. Rick Jason. He was an actor from Combat, born 1923. Raymond Burr. I remember watching him at night, like at 11.
Ironside, Perry Mason.
Yeah, Perry Mason. Yep. He was in Godzilla. He was originally in Godzilla.
Yeah.
Rear Window.
I
don't remember that in Godzilla. So
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. He was in radio as well. There was a couple things. I liked him. They redid Perry Mason. I've only seen one season of it on HBO Max. It was pretty decent. Let's see. Hyatt Robert Von Don. Well, he was an American hotel he made a lot of hotels. So 1915. Armand Hammer, a businessman and president of the Occidental Petroleum Corporation. Some speculate that he was named after the Arm & Hammer symbol of the Soviet Union Labor Party. Okay, because of his close ties. All right. He was friends with Vladimir Lenin and President Reagan. Hans Berger, 1873, a German psychiatrist. Wilhelm Einthoven, a Dutch Nobel winning physiologist. 1860. He worked on the string galvanometer. So there you go. Philip II, the King of Spain, 1527. Albert Dürer, German Renaissance, born in 1471. Okay, it's going back a day. Let's see here. Today, May 21st, National Strawberries and Cream Day. Okay. National Wait Staff Day. National Memo Day. National American Red Cross Founders Day. Explore More Ideas Day. Okay. Let's see what else is today. We talked about wait staff, Chardonnay Day, Eat More Fruits and Vegetables Day, End of the World Day. I need a patch for that day. Global Accessibility Awareness Day. You need to be an advocate for that, Brenda. And it's Irv Shavat Day, whatever the hell that is. So you need to be an advocate for global accessibility. So Brown Baguette Thursday. Today is Brown Baguette Thursday and Hummus Day. And I need a patch for that. So I make patches if anybody wants one, by the way.
You need a patch for Hummus Day?
Well, no, it's Hummus Day, but apparently I need a patch day. So I make patches, custom patches if anybody wants one. National Memo Day, National Notebook Day, Waiters and Wait Staff Day, Rapture Party Day. What the hell is all that about? Sister Marie Hummel Day, World Day for Cultural Diversity in Dialogue and Development. Excuse me. Good Lord.
Knock that off.
Yeah, I need
Hey, you do need to make a patch. You need to make a patch of our little poop guy.
What? Oh, well.
Our little poop guy. That would be a cute patch. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I will make one and design it, but we need to get a few orders so I can do it. So I can't fund everything. Mrs. Sportcat will kill me. I already got a couple patches I need to get. World Bee Day. That was yesterday. It was World Bee Day. Why am I'm like all screwed up today. It's Tea Day, International Tea Day. So End of the world. Why is it End of the World Day? People across the globe have been celebrating a day that perhaps seems like more of a reason to fear than get excited. That's because it is that day that denotes the end of the world. What? Throw an end of the world party. Well, I'll go have some shots. How the hell did we
look for anything to just throw a party?
How did we get to the end of the world day? And I didn't know. Got to start with a radio presenter and numerologist. Harold Camping announced that the world would be ending May 21st, 2011. All right.
They were about a year off, but okay.
Well, we're a few days off, so there you go. I don't know. Celebrate the end of the world day. So I think that's it. Eat more fruits and veggies. Fire walking festival day. Stop the bleed day. Talk like Yoda day. How the hell does talk like Yoda get a day? Cool sword day. National aperitif day. Okay, there you go. Let's see here. We'll just skip through all this. 1908, the first American horror movie silent film, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, premieres in Chicago, 1908. That was silent?
Yeah, when it first started.
Okay, I did not know that. 1981, reggae musician Bob Marley receives the Jamaican state funeral.
I like Bob Marley.
Yeah, man, we don't know. We'll go past that. It is 141 days into 2026, 63rd day of spring, if you believe it, all that. So, but it's really the end of World Day. So there you go. We're
gonna go out with Bob Marley's song "Be Happy." Don't worry.
I don't think it was Bob Marley, was it? Huh?
You know what? It doesn't matter.
Cuban government has tightened control over telecommunications and tech equipment. All right. Don't be a dumbass day. There really is days like that. So the Republican progress on the immigration bill stalls out over the ballroom. We're going to talk about that in a bit. Companies join a deep sea mining rush after Trump's executive orders. Okay. Just in, Republican progress on immigration enforcement bill stalls amid disputes over the ballroom and the DOJ settlement. Trump facing a Senate mutiny, a Republican Senate mutiny, saying, I don't need money for the ballroom. Okay. Says he hopes to finish his revamp of the reflecting pool by Independence Day. Let's see. Returns to more definitive tone on controlling Iran's uranium. Trump says he didn't like the AI executive order he was supposed to sign. All right. Yeah, there's some talk about him and AI being opposed to it because people are telling him to be. U.S. presidents have mulled intervening in Cuba for a decade, but it looks like we'll be the one that does. So Trump says he is postponing signing an executive order because he was concerned it would hurt the AI industry. Now, I think he's being told not to, is what I think. He begins an Oval Office event as he loosens federal rules on grocery store cooling equipment. What the hell does that mean? Rubio says Trump's preference is in diplomatic for Cuba, but we will preserve its interests. So, Commission of Fine Arts, Trump's Washington Arch begins. Yes, they broke ground on it today. So, and of course, there's opposition. Of course, there is. If he said that he was going to cure cancer, there'd be opposition. Good Lord. Not that I'm in agreement with the Arch. Do not take that way. So, just in, this was at 11:18, and we're going to talk about this. The Democratic National Committee releases, only after being pressured by CNN, their autopsy report of what happened to their party. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. Let's see. Yeah, Cuban government points to U.S. airstrikes on boats. So, all right. So, now we're going to attack boats. And at one Kentucky bar, young Republicans wrestle with their disappointment in Trump and their party. Well, yeah, they're not alone. Let's see here. What else do we have? This should be this is all Cuba updates. Trump says it looks like I'll be the one to intervene in Cuba.
Oh God. Cuba, stand down.
I do believe history has proven you cannot win one war more than one war at a time. And so we're going to go into Cuba and Iran on the same weekend. I don't know. So let's see. No, this is the same thing. I thought this is all Cuba news. Maybe I was wrong. All right. So what do we know about this buildup of drones? Well, we know that they have indicted the 94-year-old Raul Castro. And so military leaders are saying, would it be a surprise if contingencies were put in place to protect him after what happened to Maduro? So now Cuba has leaked to Axios, and we now have, as of this morning, a photo that has been leaked from Russian military of targets and the number of drones needed for a 2,000-kilometer attack on America. First line attack. So Russia and Iran are giving them the technology. This is why we need to control the Gulf of America. So, but many people are saying, and including the sheriff of, was it Monroe County down in Key West, has said he has not received any credible information or any information that Florida is in the bullseye. Well, that was before today's probably leaked military.
I don't know. It looked like it was in there to me.
So, but all right, we'll go over that. Rubio is trying to say that we want a new relationship and an anti-Castro message. So in other words, they want to get out the old regime and let independence be celebrated in Cuba. So how are we going to get to that is the issue. Rubio is trying to do it diplomatically, but as we know, tensions are beginning to boil because, well, now we have the naval carrier Nimitz, which is one of the most powerful strike forces in the world. Well, they just pulled up in the Gulf and they're like, hey, bitches. So
why can't we fix us first? Do they not realize that we fix us?
I mean, I understand some
to help fix others.
I understand some of this because we've probably needed to do this for a while. We want to make sure no one in our hemisphere can attack us with the backing of our enemies, Iran, China, Russia. I don't know if that's a particular order, but I understand the need for that. I understand to keep a non-nuclear Iran. I understand the needs for all these things. I just don't know that we're going to be able to obtain them all. So I don't know, but we now have destroyers. We don't have battleships. We have destroyers. We will have battleships in like 2030. But now they're telling us that the destroyers are equipped with lasers. Who knew this? Did you know this? Suddenly we just come out and go, oh yeah, bitches, we got lasers.
I may or may not be able to confirm that I have seen a video of a laser being used off of one of the ships.
I think there's some out there, but everybody was like, oh, it's AI. It's AI.
No, I don't think
as of today, it is official from the gun of Pinties that we have 9 destroyers equipped with lasers. So,
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there you go. So, and I'm going
to next year
guess that there's one that's in the battle group with the Nimitz. Just a wild guess.
And next year, our dolphins will be put into the Navy and made officers, and they will go in front of the ships with lasers on their heads.
Oh yeah.
So yes, we've got it.
I don't disagree, Sage. We haven't officially said that they were out there. So that was the thing. So, and I translated it. This was, what are you doing? Stop that. This is what was leaked from an attack plan from Cuba. that was drawn up by Russia and Iran. And we see that the top 10 targets are all right there in Texas, all well within drone strike. And then from there, they move on to data, which probably would knock me out here in Atlanta. Then they start hitting the other targets. My guess is if they were to actually deploy this, they would I'm not sure. I don't know how drone war works, but I would think they would knock out the closest targets before they went for the further one. So I don't know. It was never admitted.
Why Mexico? They
Well,
got enough problems of their own.
No, they're not targeting Mexico. That's just showing
Oh,
it's a 2,000-kilometer radius.
Oh, okay.
That's what they could attack. In a 2,000-kilometer radius, they can pretty much go from pretty much Maryland to Mexico and all of the southeast. So,
Well,
so yeah, there you go. That's
they may not, like I said, they may not want to start with Texas because we have way too many military bases, and they can all be there within minutes.
And I agree, Law. It was old tech, but it was never officially admitted. I can tell you, having grown up around a military base, I don't want to word this without getting in trouble. My grandmother owned a piece of property just off of Fort Belvoir, and my aunt and uncle resided in it. And my uncle was an engineer and maintenance man for the government his entire career. And somehow, this is back before we had cable TV, we had television antennas on the roof. Something struck the television antenna and melted the corner in the siding of the house. And within minutes, my grandmother's contacted and asked how much it would be to fix it by the military.
Yeah.
But it was lightning. It was lightning.
Yeah.
And that was, Jesus Christ, that was probably like 1980. So
Yeah.
So
they do that here, you know, when they get out there and they're playing with their boom boom toys.
Well, remember they shot down with a laser balloon in Texas because they were just playing with it.
Well, they break windows out here sometimes when they're out in the field playing with their toys.
Around a military base was fun.
And they'll come out and they'll fix it for us.
I miss sometimes you hear a big explosion and power. A squirrel got into a power transformer.
I go to sleep to that. Like I said, we're so used to it. I'm so used to it right here that when they're out in the field, like here, whatever they're playing with, it's when I don't hear them for a while, I start to worry that they are off somewhere. So what are they up to?
Well, there you go. If you're in that 2,000-kilometer range, you're in range of a drone from Cuba, and they have a plan. Those are words I never thought I'd say. We're planning on an attack from Cuba. So
yeah,
never thought I'd say it. Well, we probably pissed off our enemies to the north yesterday. An Air France flight was diverted to Montreal because it was going into Detroit, but the U.S. said nope, no fly because of an Ebola restriction. There was a passenger that was aboard the plane that should not have boarded in France. So Homeland stepped in and barred the plane from entering the United States. So it had to divert. They got the person off in Texas.
What?
At the request, I'm sorry, Texas. Toronto at the request of U.S. authorities. In Montreal, Trudeau International. It was a Congolese passenger on board. They were denied entry into the U.S. There was no medical emergency. The passenger was disembarked, his luggage and plane from the plane, and it was able to continue onto Detroit. The Public Health Agency of Canada said that the passenger was assessed by quarantine office, put on a plane back to Paris. So
what about the rest of the people on that plane?
They're all in Detroit. Well, they came through. I don't know if they're still in Detroit, but they so. So yeah, we have now tightened our restrictions on travelers coming from certain African countries because of the latest Ebola outbreak. There is also a doctor that apparently went over there to help work with the patients. He's an American citizen, is now suffering from Ebola, and he's been transferred to Germany, that the White House is barring from coming back into the United States, even though he's an American citizen.
That's great.
Well, I mean, maybe he shouldn't have went to help. So the Ebola global surveillance. There's 336 confirmed cases.
I'm going to say it again.
Deaths. 142 medical teams deployed. I just like this little graphic. It's the Earth. Looks like a dark Death Star, and I'm going to speed it up. We don't have time for this, but when you get over to Africa, you get these really cool graphics of what's there. So,
well, I'm not buying it.
Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Central Africa, the Congo. Stop spinning. Uganda. Yeah, there was another one in there, but it's so anyhow. Yeah, they're limiting it to Africa, supposedly. We'll see. That's the only cases in the world right now are in Africa, but it's such a deadly disease. Apparently, they want to keep it there.
Well, I know somebody.
Ironically enough, last night we bombed Africa. So
I know oh, shut up. I know somebody that just recently left Africa to go back to the UK, and he's fine.
Yeah. Chris, all these accidents that were called accidents, rather, people being put on a plane as a mistake. Well, he doesn't buy them. Yeah. Well, we didn't let that person come over. He was from Congo. What the hell? So our Hantavirus update of the day is still 173 exposed, 8 confirmed with 3 dead. I don't think that's been updated in like 10 days.
No, I don't think it has.
Yeah, I need to just stop showing that.
They need to update it tomorrow.
All right, so here are some myths versus facts about the Hantavirus. It does not spread as easily as the C virus. It is not a new virus. Now these are all myths. So myths that it does not spread as easily. It's a myth that it is not a new virus. It's a myth that it is cured by ivermectin. However you say it. It's a myth that antibiotics can treat it. It's a myth that there is no treatment at all. And it is a myth that quarantine means they are hiding a major outbreak. Now, these are the facts. Human-to-human transmission is possible, but rare. It's usually in close, prolonged indoor contact. Now, we've heard 2 versions of that because we've also heard that, you give a guy $5 at a baseball game and you pass it down to the waitress who takes your $5 and then passes your beer down. Well, if one of the people in that line or the person with the $5 bill had it, you have it. I don't know. I've heard that. So it is not new. They're rodent born and has been tracked for decades. We're going to talk about that. The WHO is no evidence against it. And it is viral, so that, it's viral, so that wouldn't work because it doesn't work against a viral thing. Antibiotics are useless on a bacterial infection. And there is no approved antiviral so far. So it's supportive care. Monitoring, contact tracing, and isolation helps detect cases. So there you go. It's a group of viruses that is spread to humans through rodents. So we'll talk about that a little bit here because some breaking news coming out. Well, hold on. I got that order. Yeah, I got that order. The Hantavirus is more widespread in the Pacific Northwest in rodents than expected. So virus that can cause deadly respiratory diseases in humans is more common than many people thought in the Pacific Northwest. So researchers have found that 30% of all rodents tested showed evidence of a past infection with the sin nombre virus, but only 10% were actively infected, meaning they carry the virus and it could potentially be offloading it, shedding it. So if you remember last week, or maybe it was earlier this week, come back down here, we talked about how New York City, with their rodent population and problem, well, a lot of their rodents were carrying it. So what are we seeing here, Brenda? We're seeing rats have it in the Northwest and rats have it in the Northeast.
Yep.
So,
oh boy.
Well, I mean, the ivermectin, it doesn't fight viral. I mean, I can tell you that for a fact. So it doesn't fight viral or bacterial. So ivermectin's not going to work because basically think of any type of medicine to kill a bacteria or virus or anything. Basically, picture a lock and a key. In order to kill it, you have to be able to put the lock into the key and turn it so it can get inside the cell. Ivermectin doesn't contain that lock. It works on different properties. So I'm not saying there's not something out there natural. I'm just saying that particular one, we know just based on its properties from all we've learned of it, doesn't work. I mean, hell, it maybe it
you know what? Here's the thing.
Know.
They took it away from people the first time. And they're saying they learned so much from it. They didn't learn shit.
No,
they wouldn't have taken it.
No, they did learn from it and they put it back out. But the problem is, like I said, this one, basically, a virus gets into your DNA by hitting a certain mechanism. A bacteria gets into your DNA by a certain mechanism. In order to stop it, you have to have a drug that goes in and opens the doors of the cell. Like a cancer cell is opened by sugar.
Can I tell you what those things help? Are your nicotine receptors. And that is what helps your virus.
I don't know that nicotine receptors work on this one, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that it works on this one. So you got to understand, every drug or every natural substance a lot of people don't realize that cancer opens wide up to sugar. I mean, like wide open. That's what helps it grow is sugar. That's the property that opens the cell that makes it reproduce is sugar. I mean, I've studied this. So that's what you need is something that will open up the door to get inside the cell and kill it from within. That's what most antibiotics and antivirals do. We just don't have one yet.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. They can cure cancer right now. They can cure diabetes.
I'm not arguing they can't.
Everything.
I'm not arguing. I'm not arguing that they can't. I'm arguing the science behind doing it. Even if you're going to do it,
they're never going to find something to cure it. There's no money in cures.
I know that.
Only
I've argued that. I've worked in cancer clinics. I know that. I've argued that for years. But the way it works physiologically is that, and I'm dumbing it down so to make it easy so that everybody understands it. But basically, you need to open the door to get inside the cell to kill it. What that property is, we don't know or haven't discovered yet. So there you go. But yes, a lot of people don't realize sugar opens up the door of cancer. I could go on a lecture about it because I did lecture on it, but at any rate, so let's see, what else do we got here? So here's the main thing we can do right now. And we've heard this before, hand washing, hand washing. I'm not saying go out and invest in Perel. I'm saying good old soap and water is what we need. So, and if you don't know how to wash your hands, learn the alphabet song, wash your digits to it twice. So that's the simplest way I can tell you. I had to teach a hand washing class too. That won't necessarily cure it, but it reduces it significantly. It says 26%. I don't know if that's true or not. So
put a little bit of bleach in your dishwater and go wash your dishes. You'll be fine.
Yeah, And do not take medical advice from Brenda. All right. So in New Mexico, they had a deadly incident that they don't know what it was. It killed 3 and more than a dozen responders got sick. And they're testing it in Mountain Air, New Mexico, wherever the hell that is. And they still don't know what it is. Now, I have a whole problem with the way this thing fell out here. They responded to a sick person when they got on scene. There was 3 dead people, and then the responders kept falling out one at a time. And we may, as responders, have forgotten some things about responding. If you go on a call and more than 2 people are sick at any one residence, back out. Back out until you can figure out why. It could be as simple as carbon monoxide, a gas leak. It could be a hazmat incident. So I think the responders have forgotten a serious lesson. Albuquerque Fire Rescue has had to go in and help with this. They've cordoned off an area. There's no danger to the public, according to the fire department and the mayor, to squash some of the rumors, but they are saying they don't know what it was. So we'll keep an eye on this one. It's a hazardous material incident of some kind. They just don't know what yet. In our time off with Iran, well, you know what they've been doing? They've been digging holes and pulling out their missiles and rapidly producing drones, and they've learned how our attack aircraft work. So maybe we should have just kept pounding them. So CNN, God, I hate to report from them, but it is true. I've checked it from more than one source. They have been building up their drone and missile capability by more than 50% since we stopped bombing. Maybe we should have just kept bombing. I don't know. They didn't seem to stop. Just a thought. So Trump laid out a 3-point plan on how to take care of this. Wednesday, he wants a deal. Thursday, they're looking at proposals. Friday, we may be close. Saturday, Iran knows what to do. Sunday, obliteration. Total, complete. They have 24 hours. Monday, the storm is coming. Tuesday, I'm coming back to D.C. So he is actually not leaving D.C. this weekend. His son is getting married in Mar-a-Lago, and he's not attending. So, and his ex-wife is very sick. So,
what?
His ex-wife is very sick. She's got breast cancer. Oh, Kaya's mom. Don't ask me which one she is. I don't remember. She came out this morning. She's been diagnosed with breast cancer. She's going in for immediate treatment. His ex-wife.
His ex-wife already died.
I don't know.
Maybe a while ago.
Maybe I have family. It's Kai's mom.
Which his daughter. I thought his daughter had it. I must have read it.
Maybe it's his daughter from his ex-wife. Maybe that's what it is.
It might be.
Maybe that's what it is. I didn't read the whole story. So Netanyahu is coming to DC.
Oh, for God's sake.
He's had to cancel events and things. 1 for security and 2 for, well, he is madder than hell at Trump right now.
Hey, so, Trump, tell him he can't come.
They said that his hair is on fire. He is so angry. He clashed with Trump in what was leaked out to be a furious phone call that left him with his hair on fire last night. They had difficult and lengthy call where they disagreed on the way forward. Netanyahu increasingly doubts further negotiation with Tehran will yield peace and wants to resume military strikes, which is his plan. Trump wants to push harder for an agreement in which Iran abandons its nuclear weapons program. So one source told Axios that the ambassador from Israel was summoned over to the White House and that they were scheduling a one-on-one in person.
I told you about my dream before we started the show.
Trump said that in a press conference yesterday afternoon, he says, I want to make it clear. Israel does what I tell it to do. I don't do what Israel tells it to do. Netanyahu listens to me, listens to America. And apparently then the phone call happened and it went to shit. So Netanyahu is
Mark my
making
words,
emergency plans to come this way.
Mark this day, Glenn, because I told you about my dream before the show.
Well, here's the deal. We have held, a lot of people tried to go with a rumor that came out of DC that Trump was mad because we didn't use the big bombs, the ones like we used in Japan back in war. But the real story is we've been holding Iran back from doing it. So there you go. I didn't like the wording Trump used, and I knew they were going to get headline out of this. I get a kick. Trump admits to a rush of losing only 13 Americans to the Iran war. Now, that is actually taken out of context from two separate sentences put together as one.
Oh, yeah.
From the speech. So I knew as soon as I heard it, I was like, he shouldn't have said that. He says, we lost nobody. We only lost 13. 13 people. Now, that's not too much. But we lost 13 in other wars. You lost hundreds, thousands. So when people like to say, oh, do you know you've lost 13? We've lost in two major wars. We took over Venezuela. Wasn't a major war. We essentially took over Iran. Not true. And we've lost so far 13 people. Someone else would have lost 100,000 people. Okay. I get a kick when I look at somebody on television and they say he lost 13 people. I lost 13 people. They lost 13 people leaving in an airport. Obama, 13 lost very good people that I know personally. So it was taken out of context, but I still don't like the way he said it. So he really needs to remember he's the president of the freaking United States. So oil prices bottomed out this morning. In fact, dropped so rapidly that it shocked the market. It's quickly rebound to $105 a barrel at the moment. So, which I like the way it broke this down. Was it this one? Yeah. It broke it down into one barrel is 42 gallons. And basically that's $2.50 US dollars. So we're going to talk about now gas prices. Remember, 42 gallons out of one barrel, and that's roughly $2.50 per gallon. But right now, the highest gas or the nationwide gas price is $4.56. So it's an extra almost $2.50 somewhere coming out of that. With skimming around 403 in Georgia, Tennessee, 422. Ohio 476, Illinois 501, Texas 409, back up into Maryland 448, Virginia 438, New York 461, and then out on the East Coast it's 579, 535, 614. So
did you look at California?
Yeah, that was their prices. Yeah, they were $6.15 a gallon. Yeah, but they did a thing on who is having the most problem or basically the biggest burden, and this shocked me. West Virginia is having the biggest burden from the gas prices. Out of all the states, West Virginia is hit the hardest because I guess people have to drive further and they need the gas for more things. And yes, the price is less in West Virginia than it is in other parts of the world, but because they need more of it, they are shouldering the greatest amount of burden. They are feeling the financial strain more than any other of the neighboring states because of the household income. So that just kind of blew me away. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, but yeah, I mean, you can see like 4.1% burden on, in other words, 4.1% increase into what your family budget is. And then 3.6 in Georgia. That's basically what you extra needed. Like in your case, it's 3.6. You're talking about your groceries. Well, that's part of that 3.6% because of the diesel getting the groceries to the grocery store. So
Yeah, I'll be checking my mail for that $250 check tomorrow.
Ain't coming. So Trump's arch, well, they're trying some old rule to slip this in. I don't know. It's a 110-year rule. Of course, they're already being sued. We know about the reflecting pool. One of the few things that they haven't talked about, there is a water fountain right across basically from the White House. And they just recently, I saw a video of it. In my entire life, I've never seen that thing functioning and clean. And it is absolutely gorgeous, the water fountain that's been restored. They're trying to fix DC back up to what it should have been. It should have been the glorious capital we have. But at every turn, he's being sued. I don't agree with the arch, though. The reflecting pool, I could care less if it's blue, if it's gray at the bottom. Just fix it and make it work. Fine. But I'm not a fan of the the arch at all. Not really, because it's 250 feet tall. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all. They moved it on the other side of the bridge because by law that's too tall for inside city limits of DC. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the arch. We don't need an arch, Trump. The $72 billion ballroom, they attached it to the immigration bill, which they're still fighting to get those guys funded. And the Republicans are going to drop it from the bill. And they should. It should not be attached to anything. The bill to pay the DHS should be a clean resolution. Doesn't need to have curing gonorrhea and rats, anything attached to it. It needs to just be a clean bill. So, so Chris says, CB says, don't be surprised when you get an email from my listing. When I brag about your channel, I'll get you more people now that you're on the list. Well, thank you, CB. So yeah, they can't tell us what all is in it. Things that have leaked out and things that Trump has said. There's supposed to be at least 5 stories below the basement level, at least 5 stories below the basement level, which I believe is 2 below. The building on top is just basically the ballroom and offices, but the bottom is basically picture a high rise. Inside that high rise is going to be, I still am saying there's a data center in there, but they haven't admitted that. They have come out and said there may be a hospital in there. I don't know why we need a hospital. There's going to be treatment facilities from everything from veterinarian, dental, optical to a functioning hospital. I don't know why we need that, but
we'll never see it.
Well, we won't. No, I'm not necessarily saying that we need one, but whatever. But the one thing, some of the things that Trump has finally leaked out, this is going to be a functioning military center. Mm-hmm. And the roof of it is going to be in operations for unlimited drones.
I really couldn't see a better place to put any type of a military center. And if you were the president, vice president, members of Congress, going to a regular hospital, sitting in an ER with regular people, or what? Well, that's what I'm saying. But then going to a military hospital on a base that's not specifically set up for the president, vice president, and all that.
It is specifically set up for president and vice president.
No, because
yes, it is.
I used to go to a military hospital.
You didn't go to the president's military hospital. I live there. I can tell you what's there. There is a hospital with special places for the president.
But I couldn't think of a better place to put that than under the White House.
It's like an 8-minute flight and like a 13-minute drive from the White House.
It don't matter. So, I'm just saying that I could see.
I'm not saying I disagree with it. I'm not saying I disagree with it. You're misreading me. I'm saying that I don't know that we need a fully functioning 100-bed hospital underneath of the White House. I don't see a need for that. Now, if we're leaking out that besides for the sniper capacity that we have atop of the White House, which could pretty much take out anything from a drone to a person in a mile radius, if we're putting up a drone facility and a military facility, I can see if that will be functioning for the staff of a military base. I can concede that. But the problem we're having is the Secret Service is trying to get all of this in there, not say anything. And Congress, both Republican and Democrat, are balking. This just needs to be a black item, and just push it into that budget and let it be. But because Trump's ballroom is going to be on top of it, it's a big flipping deal. That's the problem I have. If this was just because they renovated the White House under Obama and they didn't have this, they renovated the White House under Bush and they didn't have all this drama. Just move it to a black item. Get over the fact that it's going to have a goddamn gold painted interior. Let it be. We don't need to know any else about it. Just stop.
That's national security.
I agree. But the problem is they keep trying to attach this to stupid shit. Like it should attach to the bill. It needs to either a black item or it needs to be sent and says the Secret Service needs $1 billion for it. We're going to close the door and tell you what it's for. Pass it. We'll wait outside with for the check. That's what needs to happen. But the problem is they're trying to make this big deal out of it. That didn't happen under Obama. That didn't happen under Bush. Who was it before? Was it Reagan? Yeah, it was Reagan before that. Was it Eisenhower before that? They didn't have all this hoopla. It's because he's putting a goddamn ballroom over the top of it that we have to drag this out in front of the public and make this a big fucking deal. It needs to just be, we're putting a goddamn ballroom there. The military's doing some shit that we'll probably never know what the fuck it is, and let's move on. But they want to keep dragging this out, and the Republicans, Trump included, is doing the stupidest fucking thing by trying to attach these to other things to get it to pass. Fuck that. We put you in office for clean resolutions. That is not a clean resolution. You've been doing this for 2 years now. Stop. That's not what I voted for. So that we need to just get over the fact that it's a goddamn gold freaking fortress ballroom. There's some bad shit down below that'll kill you. That's what we need to know. But we can't do that because they won't stop this bickering. And the media won't stop picking. Just let it go. DC does shit that nobody knows about. If you grew up there, you would know some of the weird shit that goes on there that people have no clue about. So stop already. Build the goddamn room. Let's get on with life. But no, we have to drag this out and make a big deal. And the funniest thing about all this is construction has not stopped one flipping day. Yep. So those guys are getting paid somehow. Somebody's footing the bill. So, all right, we're running out of time because you're pissing me off. We opened a new consulate in Greenland for some reason.
What?
We opened a new consulate in Greenland, even though they didn't want it there. So apparently we bought a big, huge office building and hung an American flag on it and said, "This is ours, bitch." They weren't happy about it. Vance gave a speech yesterday that really pissed off the Europeans. He said the patriots need to defend their culture, that it's not racist to want to protect your culture against mass migration. Sure. And right after that, residents of a UK town are forced to form a vigilante security team to protect the women and children. How about that? Wow. A 19-year-old was charged with setting a ice building on fire in Arizona. Look at all these people. They sure don't look like anybody I know. So I'll leave it at that. Nancy Mace wants a constitutional amendment banning foreign-born citizens from Congress. That won't get anywhere, but I agree we need it. Well, apparently during some of these last rounds of voting, a Canadian man who lives in Massachusetts is accused of voting in multiple elections, multiple different places, voted Democrat, by the way, something that they say never happens. So yes, that just brought back up to the surface, and so did Atlanta. The Save America Act needs to pass. Stop your damn bickering and get it over with. So the DNC's autopsy was released. We're just going to hit the highlights. Biden loyalists, this is why they failed. Biden loyalists failed Harris. Democrats were unprepared for Biden's exit. The border czar label damaged Harris, you think. Democrats failed to define Trump negatively. Republicans learned from Obama better than the Democrats did. Trump's campaign excelled in data and digital outreach. Harris reportedly wanted this report released. The DNC chairman criticized the document, and CNN said, we've got it. We're going to publish it whether you do or not. And then there's a transparency battle that's exposing the party's division. So, which we know what it is. Seattle headline. We're just going to do headlines for now because we're running out of time. Seattle's LGBTQ commission demands free housing for trans refugees and calls for the mayor to declare a state of emergency over a trans relocation crisis. We're still saying, why did you win? Why did you lose? Another illegal alien driver that was released in the Biden administration is involved in a deadly crash, this time killing, I believe, 2 more people. And ironically enough, had the last name of Singh, S-I-N-G-H. He was arrested and released. Cambridge Council drops gun violence surveillance tool to protect minorities and immigrants. Cambridge, Massachusetts discontinued the shot sounder. I think it's called, is it Shot Spotter, which detects gunshots because that it they're doing it to protect minorities and immigrants because they're saying they can be recorded. Fetterman, well, he's starting to see the end in sight for him and the Democrat Party. I don't have time to go over the whole article. You can go check it out. Conservative family value sheriff that's running for Congress. Well, it's now come out that him and his wife are swingers. And one woman that apparently was the swingee, I don't know, says it destroyed her marriage. We're talking about Sheriff Lamb, in case you were curious. So I would have never suspected that, but they're swingers. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Whatever. The financial burden of illegal aliens is gradually disappearing due to the Trump border crackdown. Now, this is a headline we should all see, but no, they bury it down in the news. So you can go read about it. Recovered UFOs. Well, according to a CIA whistleblower, there's at least 4 different alien species that have been discovered in wreckages and collected, some possibly still alive. We'll just leave it at that. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, he come out of retirement and then uncharacteristically held a press conference and said, this is my final year. So it's going to be the Aaron Rodgers tour year. So breaking news in NASCAR as we were coming to press, Kyle Busch will not be racing in the Coca-Cola 600. He'll have a stand-in because he has been hospitalized with an unknown illness, and the family is asking for thoughts and prayers. No other information has been released. LSU, they've already got the headlines again. They hired Ed Oregon back. He's not the head coach this time. He's just an assistant to Kiffin, who's coach for life. So Kiffin and him have a history of working together in the past, and they both are proteges of Pete Carroll and, of course, Saban. And so hopefully they'll have the winning combination. They'll get the LSU Tigers back on track, but they can't beat Tennessee. No, Tennessee still got to win. We will be back tomorrow, 2 o'clock till 4. You got a show tonight? Is that right, Brenda?
I got a show tonight at 8 o'clock Central.
All right. Well, tomorrow will be the Friday news drop. Are we going to invade? Are we going to blow up a country? What are we going to do? So,
oh, God.
Yeah, who knows? It's America.
America. Hi, America.
Oh, yeah. Chris, that report, if you go read the autopsy report, it is so funny. CNN actually did reporting. It really amazed me. CNN actually did some reporting and told them that they were gonna release it if they didn't. So, yeah. So, good times. So let's see here. What else? I think I got caught up in there. So yeah, I think that's it. All right. Brenda and I, we're getting out of here. We'll see you tomorrow, 2:00. Check out Brenda's show tonight. They're going to be talking about scientists and aliens. So there you go.
Bye, everyone.
We will see you tomorrow.
They're spinning the news, twisted takes, crazy jokes, no bunker, just views. A quiz in history, weather on the scroll from Greenland to the galaxy. They've got every goal. Laugh at fear, let the world do its thing. Sportcats Gazette, it's the chaos we sing. Sportcats Gazette, don't bunker tonight. We're riding the headlines with laughter and light. No prepping for doom, we dance in the fray. Sportcat keeps us laughing through the end of the day.